Genoa City had always been a place where the past refused to stay buried. But even by its own dramatic standards, what was about to unfold would shake everything. It started on an ordinary afternoon, or at least that's what Lily Winters believed. Lily stepped into Crimson Lights, her mind already spinning with meetings, family obligations, and the constant pressure of maintaining control in a city where control was always an illusion. The familiar scent of coffee and low hum of conversation should have grounded her. Instead, something felt off. She couldn't explain it. Not yet. Just a feeling. The kind you only recognize when it's already too late. She ordered her usual and turned and froze. The cup nearly slipped from her hand, because standing across the room was a man she thought she would never see again. Damian, she whispered. The name barely left her lips, but it was enough, because he turned, and when their eyes met, there was no doubt he was real. He was alive, and he was back. For a moment, time stopped. The sounds of the cafe faded. The world narrowed. Just Lily and Damian. She struggled to find the words. You're supposed to be dead? Damian finished calmly. Lily stared at him, because that was exactly what he was supposed to be. Gone, lost, a closed chapter, and yet here he stood, unchanged, composed, and disturbingly calm. How is this possible? She asked. Damian gave a faint smile. In Genoa City? You really have to ask that? Memories flooded back. The chaos, the danger, the final moment when everything had gone wrong. Damian's death had not just been an ending, it had been a turning point, a moment that reshaped Lily's decisions, her trust, her understanding of the people around her, and now, everything she believed about that moment was in question. You let everyone believe you were dead, she said, her voice shaking with a mix of anger and disbelief. I didn't let anything happen, Damian replied. I did what I had to do. That's not an answer. It's the only one you're getting, for now. Lily stepped closer. Her shock was fading, replaced by something sharper. You disappeared, she said. You left people grieving. You left me. She stopped, but the emotion lingered. Damian's expression softened, just slightly. I know. No, Lily snapped. You don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be standing here like this is nothing. It's not nothing, he said quietly. Then what is it? He hesitated, and for the first time, he looked uncertain. It's complicated. Lily let out a bitter laugh. It's always complicated with you. The truth was, Damian hadn't just disappeared. He had vanished with purpose. And whatever that purpose was, it hadn't ended. Not yet. There are things you don't understand, he said. Then explain them, Lily shot back. I can't. Or you won't? Damian met her gaze. Both. News doesn't stay contained in Genoa City. Not for long. By evening, whispers had begun. A sighting, a rumor, a name no one expected to hear again. Damian, alive, back. At Society, conversations shifted. At Jabot, distractions grew. At Chancellor Winters, Lily's absence did not go unnoticed. Because when something impossible happens in Genoa City, everyone feels it. Devin Hamilton was not someone easily surprised. But when he heard the rumor, he didn't dismiss it. He acted. Finding Lily was his first priority, and when he did, he knew immediately. It was true. You saw him, Devin said. It wasn't a question. Lily nodded. Devin exhaled slowly. This doesn't make sense. Nothing about this makes sense, Lily replied. Devin's expression darkened. Then we need to figure out why he's back. Because returns like this don't happen without reason. Damian hadn't come back for closure. He hadn't come back for nostalgia. He had come back for something specific. And whatever it was, it mattered. A lot. That night, Damian stood alone on the outskirts of the city, watching, waiting, calculating. His return had been planned, every step, every moment, including seeing Lily. But what she didn't know, what no one knew, was that his return wasn't just about the past. It was about something far more dangerous, something still unfolding. Back home, Lily couldn't sleep. Her mind replayed everything, his face, his voice, the way he looked at her. It wasn't just shock she felt, it was confusion. Because despite everything, despite the anger, there was something else, something unresolved, and that made everything harder. Can we trust him? Devin asked later. Lily didn't answer right away, because trust wasn't the right question. The real question was, could they afford not to believe him? Because if Damian was back, then something bigger was happening, and ignoring it could be a mistake. The next time Lily saw Damian, he didn't waste time. You need to be careful, he said, her eyes narrowed. Of what? Damian looked around briefly, then back at her. Of what's coming? Lily crossed her arms. You're the one who disappeared and came back from the dead, and now you're giving warnings? Yes. Why should I believe you? Damian's voice dropped. Because this time, it's not just about me. That was when Lily realized this wasn't just a personal story. It wasn't just about betrayal or secrets or unresolved emotions. It was something bigger, something that involved more people, more risk, more consequences. "What aren't you telling me?" she asked. Damian didn't answer, but his silence said everything. In Genoa City, every return changes something, but some returns change everything. Damian's presence was already creating ripples. Soon, those ripples would become waves, and when they did, no one would be untouched. Lily thought she had moved on. She thought that chapter of her life was over, but in Genoa City, the past never stays buried, and as Damian steps back into a world that believed he was gone forever, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Some people don't come back for closure. They come back to finish something. The air between them had changed. It was no longer just shock, no longer just anger. Now it was something heavier, something dangerous. Lily couldn't shake Damian's words. "You need to be careful of what's coming." They replayed in her mind long after he walked away, leaving her with more questions than answers. "What does that even mean?" she muttered to herself later that night. But deep down, she already knew. This wasn't about him anymore. It was about something bigger, something that had been building long before he returned. The next morning at Chancellor Winter's, Devon wasn't in the mood for mystery. "This doesn't sit right with me," he said firmly, pacing Lily's office. "Someone disappears, lets everyone think he's dead, and then just shows up with vague warnings. That's not normal." Lily leaned against her desk, arms crossed. "When has anything in this city ever been normal?" "That's not the point," Devon replied. "The point is, we don't know what he wants." Lily hesitated. "He said it's not just about him." Devon stopped pacing. "That's exactly what worries me." Across town, Damian wasn't hiding, but he wasn't exactly visible either. He moved carefully, strategically, watching people more than interacting with them. Waiting, because timing mattered, and he knew he couldn't afford to act too soon. Later that day, Lily received a call, one she didn't expect. "Lily Winters," she answered. A pause. Then, "You should listen to him." Her expression changed instantly. "Who is this?" "You already know." The line went dead. Lily stared at her phone, because she did know. Or at least, she had a very strong suspicion. That evening, Lily found Damian again. This time, she didn't hesitate. "Who else is involved?" she demanded. Damian looked at her carefully. "I was wondering how long it would take." "I'm not playing games," she snapped. "I got a call." That caught his attention. "From who?" "I think you know." Damian's jaw tightened, and that was answer enough. "You shouldn't have been contacted," Damian said. "Well, I was," Lily replied. "So start talking." He exhaled slowly. "This is bigger than you think." "That's not helpful." "It's not supposed to be," he said bluntly. Lily stepped closer. "Then make it helpful." Damian looked around, lowering his voice. "There are people, powerful people, who don't want certain things exposed." "Like what?" "Like what really happened. The night I died." Lily's heart raced. "You're saying your death wasn't an accident," Damian finished. Silence. "Because that changed everything." "If it wasn't an accident," Lily said slowly, "then it was planned." Suddenly, this wasn't just about shock, or betrayal, or even trust. This was about danger, real danger. "Why come back now?" Lily asked. Damian met her gaze. "Because they're making a move." "Who?" "That's the problem," he said. "We don't know exactly who's at the top." When Lily told Devon, his reaction was immediate. "This is bad," he said. "Yeah," Lily agreed. "I figured that out." "No, you don't get it," Devon continued. "If what he's saying is true, then this isn't just some personal issue." "I know. This could affect everything. Business, family, everything." Lily nodded. "That's why we need to figure it out." Devon looked at her. "You're actually trusting him?" Lily hesitated. "I don't trust him a beat, but I believe him." Meanwhile, Damian struggled with something he hadn't expected: guilt. He had convinced himself that staying away was the right choice. That disappearing had protected everyone, especially Lily. But now, seeing her again, seeing the impact of his absence, he wasn't so sure anymore. Elsewhere, someone was watching, listening, waiting. A figure in the shadows, unseen, but very much present. Damian's return hadn't gone unnoticed, and neither had his interaction with Lily. "Interesting," the figure murmured, because plans, carefully constructed plans, were beginning to shift. Later that night, Lily confronted Damian again. "We can't do this separately," she said. Damian frowned. "This isn't something you want to be involved in." "Too late," she replied. "I already am." He studied her. "You don't know what you're risking. And you don't know me very well if you think that's going to stop me." A small, reluctant smile crossed his face. Some things don't change. No, Lily said firmly, but some things do. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Then Damian nodded. All right, Lily raised an eyebrow. All right what? We do this together. But alliances in Genoa City are never simple, and this one was built on a foundation of broken trust, unresolved emotions, and a shared uncertainty about what was coming next, which made it dangerous. Because if Damian was right, then they weren't just uncovering the past. They were stepping directly into something ongoing, something active, something that could explode at any moment. In Genoa City, the truth is never just truth. It's risk, it's power, it's consequence. And as Lily and Damian begin to unravel what really happened and what's about to happen, one thing becomes clear. The past didn't stay buried. It was waiting. And now, it's ready to be exposed. Thank you for watching. Write what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel.